How's it going, guys? Welcome back. This is Vincenzo from home of Milan coming back at you once again. Furthermore, today we got the game versus Fiorentina to break down for you guys today. Before we get into that, make sure you guys check us out on all of our socials at Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, and Bunches, all at home of Milan. So without any further ado, guys, let's jump into this. So coming into this game, the main concern for us was a no Teo Hernandez due to too many accumulated yellow cards. But in my opinion, I think this is good. He gets it out of the way since there's a lot of important fixtures coming up. But nonetheless, out the gate, Milan looked very threatening and in control, creating chances, looking dangerous through players like Chukwueze and Reinders doing well to get forward. But we're just lacking that final product to put the ball into the back of the net. Leao doing well to create opportunities and space for his teammates, and Giroud missing some shots as well. A very end-to-end game. We saw Fiorentina grow into the match with a couple mistakes out the back from Benacer and Belotti being dangerous as well. I thought Milan did very well in possession and transitioning from defense to attack. But again, we were just lacking that finishing product to give us the lead. Very exciting half despite it being 0-0. And in the opening 2 minutes of the second half, Chukwueze puts in a great ball right into the path of Leao, who does a back heel pass to find Ruben Loftus-Cheek with so much time and space in the box to put us up 1-0. And Loftus-Cheek gets his 10th goal of the season. Loftus-Cheek has been absolutely instrumental for us this season, being a great presence in the midfield, scoring goals, assisting, and winning duels in the middle of the pitch. And we saw loads of times in this game him doing exactly that. Loftus-Cheek, since he signed, has most definitely proved me wrong, and I couldn't be happier with his output this season. However, the most Milan thing ever happen where we score a nice goal and immediately gets canceled out with a well-worked Fiorentina goal to level the score in just 3 minutes after gaining the lead. I feel like countless times we've seen us go up in a match and in less than 4 minutes we concede silly goals by just falling asleep or not keeping our concentration. But in a great way, we react to the equalizer by taking the lead of our own with a phenomenal pass from Reinders to Leao, and Leao takes the ball, dribbles right past Tereciano, right into the open net to give us the lead. And Reinders today had a great game, being crucial for us in the midfield, always being an option, and did very good linking up with Leao on that left-hand side with the absence of Teo Hernandez and grabbing an assist for the second goal. As for Rafa, it was another one of these vintage performances, being a threat all game, beating his man one-on-one, being an option for his teammates, and providing as well, bringing up his goal tally to 13 goals and assists this season in Serie A alone. After that, it did feel like Fiorentina was piling on the pressure, forcing Mike Maignan to make a couple saves, a couple big saves to keep us ahead, and he was monumental in this game. So I wanted to tip my hat to him after receiving some criticisms from other people and myself as well. Towards the end of the match, it did feel like we were going to concede after Fiorentina had loads of attackers being subbed into the match, but we held firm and we grabbed all 3 points at a difficult stadium to play nonetheless, since we haven't won in the Stadio Franchi since 2021 with Ibrahimovic leading the line. Let's just go to tops and flops straight away. Starting with flop, I'm going to say Calabria, not doing much defensively, not really helping us out on that right-hand side, and he was getting cooked on that side. Not really encouraging, to say the least. Now, top, it's a little bit different this week because usually we'll say for flop, there's so many options, but for top, I'd say for this game, there's so many options. You could go Leao, you can go Reinders, you can go Loftus-Cheek, all being massive for us, putting up big performances and all playing sharp and at a top level. But I think for me, it has to be Loftus-Cheek, just because I feel like he was very dominant in that midfield, winning a lot of duels. Obviously, he got his goal that he's taken well. So I think I'm going to say Loftus-Cheek, but obviously some honorable mentions as well is Chukwueze and Mike Maignan. Before we go, let's preview the game versus Lecce. So we returned to the San Siro for this one. In our last meeting ended 2-2. It was that draw that we were up 2-0, and we blew the 2-goal lead. And Lecce currently are mid-table. In my opinion, I feel like they're punching above their weight. But I think this will be easy for us. I think we're also in a great stride of form right now, and we have a healthy lineup, no really big injuries, and we're playing some decent ball as well. So I do believe we are going to grab all 3 points for this one. I also wanted to mention the Pioli coaching rumors. I feel like more recently than not, Pioli has been linked with staying with us, actually. And here's the thing, he does have 1 year left on his contract, right, expiring in 2025. And, I feel like we're seeing a Milan team that's really hitting its stride right now. And I feel like going forward with Pioli, I don't think would be the most craziest option. I feel like it would be the most logical thing to do to just run out his contract and go with someone. Obviously, Thiago Motta has said that he may want to stay with Bologna. And obviously, if they do get Champions League football, that'd be massive for them. But I think it really depends on how Pioli ends the season, right? If we win the Europa League and we get second place, then I think he has a strong case to stay for next season. Obviously, we've been linked with so many coaches like Thiago Motta, De Zerbi, and Antonio Conte being the most likely option for us to get. But I do think that if Pioli does get, obviously, second place and wins the Europa League, I think he has a strong case to stay because I think that's a great season. You end off with the European trophy, something that we haven't won in our club's history. Granted, it is the Europa League. However, trophies are trophies at the end of the day. And I do get that we did get eliminated in the group stage of the Champions League, but I feel like we've made significant improvements since then because I feel like guys like Pulisic, guys like Loftus-Cheek have really revived these guys' careers, and I think they really owe Pioli a lot because he's playing them in positions that they feel the most comfortable in. Obviously, Pulisic came out and said that he's happy at Milan because he's getting the opportunity to play. Obviously, Loftus-Cheek has been revitalized under Pioli's Milan, and he's had the best season of his career. So I feel like, Pioli makes a strong case for him to stay on our bench next summer. I think that'll do it for this episode, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. It was really good to see Milan coming back after the international break. I'm glad that we won this game to really, get this last push of the season underway. Let me know what you guys think about the game. Who stood out for you guys? And also, what do you guys think about the next game versus Lecce? Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Ciao, ragazzi.